I am in the online instruction course here at CWI, and this is an example of how we need to move our content from our personal outside of CWI Outlook OneDrive accounts into our new CWI OneDrive account in order for content to be displayed. So this is our institutional syllabus, and this is embedded in every class per college policy. And right now you can see this, or I can see this in my class, because I am also logged into my personal Outlook email. That kind of unblocks this, but students cannot see this. And so that is why we have this hyperlink that will, when they click it, take them to that OneDrive document. But what I need to do is I need to move my institutional syllabus from a personal OneDrive account into my CWI OneDrive Mail 365 account so that I can re-embed this with the correct embed code so that all students and staff and faculty can see it. So here is how we do that. I'm currently in Firefox, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to log into my Mail Office 365 account. Now I've already migrated, so if you haven't migrated, you cannot do this yet, but once you migrate, this is the process that you'll need to follow in order to move that content from one to another. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my web-based mail. So this is not through Outlook on my bottom toolbar. So I have to log into Mail, office365.com. This takes us to this landing page currently, and I need to log in with my full CWI email. As soon as I click in that password box, it's taking me to the College of Western Idaho, where I access my password and sign in. Oops, and let's try that again. There we go. I'm not going to remember this password. All right, so this is the web version, and just like a regular Outlook account, you'll see that the 3x3 tiles are in this upper left corner. When I click on it, I can see all of the things that I would normally have in my OneDrive account. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open my OneDrive. And here are some of the documents that I've already been playing with, trying to track down what some of the errors were from yesterday. So what I need to do now is I need to add files to this location. Easy enough. In a second tab, I'm going to open up my personal Outlook.com account. And my normal password. And I'm not going to let it remind me of this either. Notice I'm going back into my 3x3 tiles, and I'm going to come into OneDrive. You're going to see a whole bunch of files, but here is the institutional syllabus. What I need to do is open my syllabus, and I'm going to download a copy of this document to my computer. I'm going to save my file. So if I'm moving one file at a time, this is how I can do this. Now I'm going to come back into my OneDrive for Business, go through my downloads area, and I can just drag it from there. And now here is the institutional syllabus. I need to open the syllabus just by clicking on it. I would go to File, down to Share, this is the normal embed process, and get a new embed code. Grab that HTML code, come back into Blackboard, edit the item, go into the HTML, and then replace the iframe code. I click Update, and now I need to change the link code. So I'm going to come back into that syllabus. I can come to the Share button here, or I can come into the Share button here. It doesn't really matter. This one sometimes is easier for me. And I'm going to get anyone with this view link, which means they can't change anything. They can only look at it. I'm going to come in to shorten the code. Now I'm going to copy this code, close, come back into my institutional syllabus, come back into Blackboard. I'm going to remove that code, paste the new one. I need to highlight the URL, come up to the link or the handcuffs, paste the URL again under the link path, and set the target window to open in a new window. Then I click Insert and Submit. Now, all the people who are taking the OIC will be able to see the new institutional syllabus, and if they click on this link, it opens up in a new tab. As I'm currently logged in, it will allow me to edit the document, but as soon as I log out of that email account, it'll be fine. And that is how we can do individual files. Now, if I come back into my personal OneDrive, I can take an entire folder and I can select all of my things in here. You'll recognize some of these images. Hopefully, if you've ever visited the faculty tutorial site. And I can download all of them at once. It creates a zip drive, but I'm going to go ahead and save it. I can come back into my OneDrive for Business. Let's go back to OneDrive. Come back into this OneDrive. This is the other one. Let's close that out. So here are all of those images. I'm just going to go ahead and close these for a minute. And I can create a new folder here. So I'll call this new Blackboard Images. I can open this folder, open my zip file, select everything, and then drag the files to upload. Maybe it won't let me do all of them at once. I can also come in from Upload. Here are all of my downloads, so I can select all, and drop them this way. And there they all are. It takes a minute for them to appear. So I've got a whole bunch of new files now that I didn't mean to upload. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. That was a little bit too much. So I can come in and select just the ones that I want. Click open, and now those will open up without all of my downloads opening up. You can see that right now only I can see these things, but if I come into the document, I can come in. This is an image, so I would have to come in and get a link, create a link, and there is the link that they would be able to get. I hope that helps. There is a difference now between PDFs and images. We used to be able to embed them. Now we cannot do that with the 365 product. So if you are working off of PDFs, I would upload the Word document, which allows you to edit it anyway, and that way they can be edited and you can modify them if you find an error or need to make changes. But PDFs will not embed. You can link to them, but you cannot embed them. Same with images. But that is how we move content. We can move them one at a time, or you can do entire folders, but you'll have to go back in and get those embed codes and those links to items in order for students to be able to see this in their Blackboard.